Everyone seeks to defeat the enemies outside. Miyamoto Musashi, the legendary samurai, once said, "True victory is not over others. It is mastery over your own weakness." In the heart of every person there exists a battlefield unseen by the eye. This battlefield is not of swords or soldiers, but of spirit and self. Here dwell our invisible enemies: fear, laziness, doubt, jealousy, pride. They strike silently, not from without, but from within. No sword can cut them. No armor can defend against them. They live inside us, whispering to us when we are tired, tempting us when we are afraid. Even the sharpest blade is dull when the heart is weak. Musashi understood this truth more deeply than any warrior of his age. He never sought to simply be stronger than others. He sought to be stronger than his own weakness. His journey was not about domination, but transformation. From his youth, Musashi faced countless duels in battles. He won more than 60 duels, yet he never claimed that victory over others was his true goal. For him, each battle was a mirror, a reflection of his own spirit.
Each opponent he faced was not merely a person before him, but a symbol of the struggle within.
He endured loneliness to strengthen his spirit. He faced fear to sharpen his will. He abandoned attachment to worldly things, comfort, fame, pleasure to gain freedom of mind. He walked the path of discipline, of self-reflection, of continuous mastery. Musashi's way of the sword was never about the sword itself. It was about the soul that wielded it. The sword was simply an extension of the heart, a reflection of one's clarity, focus, and purpose. He said the ultimate aim of martial arts is not having to use them. True strength for Musashi was inner strength, the calm, unshakable clarity that no storm can disturb. Victory to him was not the applause of others, nor the defeat of enemies, but the quiet mastery of the self. He believed that if a man can conquer his own fear, laziness, and doubt, he becomes invincible, not because others cannot defeat him, but because he no longer fears defeat. Through silence, he found awareness. Through solitude, he found strength. Through discipline, he found freedom. Musashi's path was not about gaining power, but about losing weakness. And that is the essence of true victory. When you face failure, when the world seems to push you down, when anger clouds your heart or fear whispers that you are not enough, remember Musashi's words: victory is to conquer your own weakness. This is not just a samurai teaching. It is a universal truth. The greatest war is always the one within. We fight battles every day, not on the battlefield, but in the mind. We fight against distraction, procrastination, self-doubt, fear, rejection, and the comfort of staying the same. But every time you choose discipline over comfort, patience over frustration, courage over fear, you win a battle that no one else can see. And those invisible victories shape your destiny. Musashi's wisdom has echoed through centuries because it speaks to the eternal human struggle. The desire to grow, to become better, to transcend one's limits. He showed that the true path of the warrior is not destruction, but creation, not conquest of others, but cultivation of the self. The real sword cuts through ignorance and illusion. The real battlefield is the heart, and real victory is awakening the warrior within. To live by Musashi's wisdom is to walk a path of awareness. It means to observe yourself without judgment, to see your own weaknesses not as shame, but as opportunities for mastery. When you fail, it is not the end. It is the beginning of understanding. When you fall, it is not defeat. It is a lesson in humility. When you doubt, it is not weakness. It is a chance to rediscover your purpose. Musashi's life teaches us that strength is not noise, it is silence. It is not found in the shout of victory, but in